shot. I am in shot. Okay, guys, so I'm off school today, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing just week in Pride Month. It's like been so good, guys. I personally think we should stop normalizing discrimination, but I will get to that more in this video. Let me show you this little piece of art I made that inspired me to go off on this. Give me a second. So I like colours. I enjoy looking at colours. So yeah, I can't draw those. Also, I've got my snacks over here. If you guys see me munching, that'll be why. And I need to move you guys to a spot where it's not affecting my presence. While I figure out where it goes. Okay, so here we are. This is a rather interesting angle. I'm assuming it'll be a decent one, but here we go. I'm going to eat my banana before I get into this because I put on 10 kg last month, which is not healthy for a kid my age, but anyways, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm assuming you guys aren't if you're watching this video. I don't know who actually is aware of the current situation going on in the world, because every time I talk to someone about it, they're just like, oh, you really believe that? Like, whoa. I believe the proven facts that have been shown to us for I don't even know how long. So, let me just explain to you why I'm getting so annoyed. Sorry, I need to get my colours. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's seen it, but discrimination has been so normalised, especially in America. Like, I get so many non-Brits commenting the most racist, homophobic things I could possibly think of, and especially people I know real life, like, they'll say homophobic slurs, specifically towards gay men, and they'll laugh it off. Like, I got offended because one of my family members was going around calling me the F slur, and apparently I'm in the wrong because I am woke and whatever, you know, just typical decaying old person things to say. Like, whoa, I don't think your racism and homophobia is funny. Keep in mind, let me tell something that's weird. So, my brother was told off for being racist. My brother is mixed race. I'm not saying he can't be racist, but he commented on, while we were driving, someone's like facial shape and said they looked like a chipmunk, and my nan went off on a like weird little long speech thing, and then my brother, when we got home, had to try and explain to me that that's not what he meant, and I was like, yeah, I know what you meant, so I don't really know why she's went. And then she's had the nerve to laugh and say the F slur straight after she went on about, oh, racism's bad, guys. Like, whoa, I really don't need the whitest woman I know to start screaming about racism is bad. Like, you have one black child. That does not make you bloody eligible to explain this to me. Like, oh my god, you little snow bunny, what the hell? Full record, my mum has 2 black children, so you know, she's definitely outdoing my nan. But yeah, racism is not worse than homophobia. It's, if you're transphobic, that's discriminatory, if that's the right wording. I don't know how to speak proper English for some reason. I was very stiff for the record. But yeah, fun fact, discrimination is bad no matter. And then I hate when people are like, well, actually, scientifically, don't what? Scientifically speaking, what? Discrimination is bad. I think we've all figured this out. It's just not like it cannot be worse in certain situations. And ableism is so normalized. Like I've got people commenting, "Oh, thank you for spreading awareness. I also have autism on my TikToks." Like as someone that has something that is on the autism spectrum, I'm like, like reading those comments, like, bro, are you actually okay in the membrane? Because clearly you're not. If you think commenting ableism is funny, and then people were like, you really can't take a joke. Like, no, I cannot take a joke, and I don't care. Like, I don't know. I'm extremely political for my age. It's like, instead of being obsessed with frogs or something, I'm obsessed with weird political views. And it just annoys me because I'm like, oh, whoa, I'm trying to have a normal conversation with someone, and I've got some random homophobic classmate in the background going, well, actually, you F-slur, it's actually Men's Mental Health Month, which if you Google it, it's actually in November. So, whoa, let's not try and give men another month when it's clearly Pride Month. Like, what? Yay, they can have November and June. No, no, they can't. It just confuses me because, like, I don't know how gay people offend people that badly. Like, it's seriously not that deep. And then religion, people say religion's propaganda, which I can kind of see the meaning for because, you know, I really hope some all-knowing, all-seeing, whatever cretin thing doesn't look at a gay person and think they deserve to rot for all of eternity because that's just rather pathetic. Oh, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. I am a Hellenic atheist, and I do not care because I don't mind religion. Like, if you want to be religious, you do you, girly. But when people try to force their religion on me, it's just like, I do not care about eternal damnation. If I felt nothing before I was born, I'm gonna feel nothing after I die, and I'm gonna fade into obliviousness. Like, whoa, whoa. Also, yeah, I'm like tired, so I did my hair this morning, which I'm really proud of, and I haven't drawn with these pens yet, so I just want to like get an actual understanding. Apparently, I got the wrong brush tips for this, so I have a rough idea of what I'm trying to draw, but like, you know the like blue haired liberal thing? That's that's the joke. That's the joke with the blue hair. And racism being so normalized, it's actually just sad. Like I feel bad for people who have to live in America because apparently they're just deporting anyone that's colored. Mm, that's a bit concerning. The people you guys voted for now deporting actual Americans. And then Elon Musk is yapping. Is it Elon Musk yapping about they want to free Britain's patriarchy? Actually, if they come here, I'm just one hitting Elon Musk. I can't lie. Like, Roman salute. Bro is saluting Hitler on live TV and people are defending him. I, I would be cancelled if I even flinched, if my hand even raised, I would be cancelled because I am not a white male. Sorry, I want to eat my cookie. Hmm. Okay. Not only that, but people really find this funny. Like, whoa, I could say racial slurs and get away with it because it's not discrimination, and we're taking away rights from people who are trans or people that are LGBTQIA, and it just amazes me that after coming so far as a society, everyone's deciding now because of a book that some like little teenage boy probably wrote in his spare time, and people started worshipping, which is technically a cult. Where is there proof that this dude split the ocean? Where is there proof that this dude did all this crap? There's not. I'm a hermetic polytheist because there was so many statues made. There was both Roman mythology and Greek mythology, and they're rather similar. So, in my opinion, it just seems more realistic. And still, I'm a bit iffy about the whole religion thing as a whole because, like, why? Religion just seems fake to me. There's no higher person, and people are just searching. Like, they're just searching for something to make their life less meaningless. And fun fact, you guys aren't gonna find it. Like, life is just sucks and then you die. So, need a darker color if I want to do the eyes. Come on, guys, this is not supposed to be pretty. Okay, so now that is done, you need to work on just quickly getting it in some basic colours, and then I can start on the face. Also, people keep telling me about the men's loneliness epidemic or whatever, and obviously I'm not gonna research it because it doesn't sound like something I would study. Like an epidemic where males are feeling lonelier doesn't appeal to me in the way where, you know, women were being beat for centuries and put into slavery, and well, a lot of people might go put into slavery, but you know, and you know, just being raped and assaulted, and of course men are assaulted and raped. We support all male survivors that have came out, but it's normally men doing it, and I feel really bad for men that have to experience that type of stuff. I feel bad for anyone who has to experience that type of stuff because it really just changes you as a person, and it kind of just sucks to like not feel comfortable in your own skin or anything. But like, I think when people come, you know, when the man or bear thing was coming out, and then all the men were saying blah blah blah. Well, I will do this then. It's like whoa, and the whole joke of like what's it called? Survival instincts of an SA victim. It's like you're a horrible person, and I honestly think that people should be looking into the kids that are commenting these things and putting them into an asylum. Because if you think they're gonna comment that now, how do you think they're gonna grow up on the internet? Um, I know my brother said something man yesterday, and I hate kids his age that think they can talk like this and get away with it. Because I don't care if you're related to me. If anyone I knew did any of that stuff, I wouldn't defend them. Like, you're just a horrible person and you refuse to own up to it. And it's just pathetic. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, in my professional opinion. Of course, I could add a bit more detail, but I'm not going to do that yet because I just want to work. You guys will see what I'm doing later, but this is supposed to be like the video I'm only recording it because it wouldn't make sense, the artwork, if I didn't record it, because the process is gonna explain itself. I haven't used these icon markers to actually draw yet, so this is looking really good. Like, I personally am honestly scared of what's going to happen to society if we keep going the way we're going, because it just doesn't look good at all. Like, it looks really bad from what I've seen on media and stuff. Because, you know, if it's bad right now and I'm a child, in 20 years' time when I'm actually a grown up, it's not going to get any better, is it? So. And the rates of suicides went up, especially with young trans kids, which really. And just kids that aren't neurotypical, kids that are not hetero. Heterosexual? I can't pronounce the words. Anyone that just doesn't fit the norm. And it's really sad to like read about these things, because at this point the government's not going to get us anywhere, and nobody actually says it, that if we led ourselves, that it would make a lot more sense. Plus, with inflation, I feel like trading, like, overall would be way easier. Like, if I grew things and then I went to the shop and I traded my little strawberries for like a shirt or something, it just makes more sense than wasting trees to print paper. That, in reality, money does have like it has a thingy, but it doesn't at the same time. It has a value, but in reality, if I looked at that from in like 2 million years, which humans are not going to last that long at the rate we're going, the world's actually going to crap. But yeah, just, you know what I mean. If in 2 million years, if I looked at money from now, obviously the only thing I'm thinking is, oh, that's got a cool historical purpose. Like, I would never look at it and be like, oh, that's rather interesting. That was worth a tenner. I could buy nothing of that. It's like, what? It's just paper with royals' faces printed all over it. And the royal family does nothing. I don't know what we're actually paying them for. Do we pay them? Is that what our taxes go towards? I don't know, I'm a child. But, like, if we are funding their lavish lifestyle, why are we doing it? Like, are they just like a tourist attraction? Because I know we don't need a royal family. They don't do anything. We have, like, the prime minister, so, or whatever, and they do more than those dudes do. So what is the point in us having them when they do nothing except for waste our money, require like government support so they don't get like shot or something or assassinated? Because for some reason, people that do nothing in the world get assassinated for like funsies, I guess. Um. Hmm. See, this is looking pretty good for me. My like visual wise, but I don't really know. People, women have been told like growing up for ages that you're supposed to be seen and not heard, and it just really confuses me because it's so pathetic that we still believe boys are just going to be boys. You know how disgusting men are when they say that. I don't get how people like these get husbands like, oh, I love fitting into the gender norms. Like, do you? Why do you disgust me so much? People who believe that gender is a really big part of who they are, I understand that because for some people it is. But example, if I was born a male and I stayed a male, and for some reason I then thought that gives me the right to go and then assault women because, oh, that's just a normal thing to do in this society. Would that make me a bad person? Now, coming from a child, yes, that would make me a bad person. But to a man that acts like that, they clearly don't think that so. They think the entire world revolves around them. They think they are God. They think they are just everyone was born to bow down at their pathetic little feet. Keep in mind, most people that are mass murderers are just disgusting. Wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer a male that couldn't get off unless he was with bodies? Was it Jeffrey Dahmer? The dude that ate people and only went after ethnic males instead of going after white males like himself. Yeah, you know, just yeah, yeah. Like you can't even be alive in this society without it being seen as something wrong, and I just find it kind of pathetic because we were supposed to, we could have done so much. In reality, we probably, if we actually wanted to, we could have found ways to heal things. We could have found ways to save people that have died. If we just stop putting funding into things like, transphobic things or just worrying about gender, which isn't even important. In reality, gender, like, what? Why is gender important? I don't get it. To anyone, I don't get why gender would be something that's rather important because in reality, it's just different like chromosomes or some crap. I don't really know. You just have different body parts that are used to then make children that you're going to then force into this pathetic little world. Keep in mind, I am not pro-life. No, I think babies being born in this economy is just bad for them because, trust me, if I had a choice to not be born, not even that like in a depressive way. Like I wouldn't have been born because the society of like just the way society looks to me currently is so pathetic. I'm sure I'm gonna be shot dead by the time I hit 15. So, but if I'm still alive next year before my birthday and after my birthday and I actually reach 15, I'm gonna be rather surprised because the way the world's going, I don't even think. I think we're going to be bringing back like Donald Trump is literally Hitler, and no one listens to me when I try to explain that to them. He's not a good person. He hates certain people. He hates gay people. He hates people of different ethnicities. To him, he thinks he's literally like a registered something. Is it a sex offender? No, he's a felon. He's a felon, and we're just letting him control the entire world, which is so great because the whole thing about if America catches a cold, the whole world catches it. Yeah, you know how true that is. You know how sadly true that is. It's just, it just annoys me that society was supposed to grow and we could have done such amazing, beautiful things and, you know, like art like the Mona Lisa, but you know what I mean. So, pack oil paints. You've got we had such beautiful art back then, and we also had slavery and crap. I don't know if we did. Can't lie, I'm really bad at history. No. But we also had like women being beaten and people swallowing tapeworms to stay skinny. I'm assuming. So I don't think going back then would be a good time. But AI. I apologize for saying so much. AI art and AI writing is so pathetic. People can't even write full sentences now without ChatGPT. It's just so disgusting. Guys, do me a favour and look back to every key part in history, because nothing gets done unless people start to rebel. Nothing gets done unless people die. Nothing gets done unless something until people actually decide they want to make a change. And nothing's going to get done unless somebody gets off their high horse and actually makes that change. I'm not saying I can do it, can I? Because I don't know if anyone, has listened to this video, but I'm a minor and I'm a very young child at the moment, so no, I don't think I could just walk down, get another group of children, and start rebelling. Unless I wanted to do some weird thing that I can't say on YouTube without getting demonetized for yapping about sacrificial goods. um, not gonna happen. So maybe if someone just decided that they've had enough, we could get this done with. And at this point, when I'm probably older, I want to make a change because I'm not having this. I don't want to have children born into a society where they can't even feel love for being who they are. Because do you know how pathetic that is? I find it absolutely bonkers that people think they could sit. It's just crazy, and then people impersonating people, which really annoys me too. I know one of my friends said they had a gay face because they dated one of the other girls in my friend group. I'm not friends with any of them. But no, that just meant you were confused because you can't go from being gay to not being gay. Um, I'm honestly tired of having to explain that. They're like, well, you can because I did. And girls don't recover from their gay phase. Jesus Christ saved me. You were never gay. You like doing for 5 minutes. That does not make you gay, guys. For the record, coming from a child who knows more things than most. I also don't like people using gay as an umbrella term because no, gay means man x man, so lesbians referring to themselves as gay is not only wrong like sexuality wise, scientifically, I don't know. It's also just wrong, period, because people are already deciding it's fun to just get rid of LGBTQIA rights. So you being a part of the community and referring to these things wrong on purpose because you can't be bothered to say the word lesbian, is crazy. Just overall rather crazy, because what do you mean we're going to bother with all this and then barely get a little say for it? And it just really bothers me mentally because you're not gay if you identify as a female and like women. Just put. Can I just repeat that for the people in the back? You are not gay if you identify as a female and like woman. Whoa! And the fact I even had to say that is absolutely crazy because I thought people were more educated than that. So I think at this point maybe somebody does need to start a change because I don't want to grow up in a world where I can't be myself with fear of getting shanked by some dude that decides that he did it in the name of Christ. Oh, okay, so I'm dead now because you thought Christ told you, who's an imaginary character in a fictional book, that you should stab me because I don't just like men. Guys, made it clear in another video. I'm a gender apath. I can't pronounce the word. I don't care about gender. I find gender, the whole context and thing of gender, it's technically man-made. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, we all have different chromosomes, and there are two sets of biological genders, but I don't think it means enough for me to actually care what gender you are. Like, I'll be friends with boys, I'll be friends with girls, I'll date girls, I'll date boys, I'll date whoever I want because gender doesn't give an appeal to me. One of my friends was trying to not sound homophobic, but explain to me that she doesn't get how girls can like girls because like they know what's going on down there. And I was like, that's kind of the point because I think most girls prefer to be dating someone that knows how to pleasure them rather than a man who couldn't find the bean if they gave them a whole ass map. So, I'm pretending like I have a clue what half of the things I say are, but I just say what I repeat. I repeat what I hear. Yeah, the dude that did the whole deny, defend, oppose thing, he was onto something. We need more people. I need to be on that side of TikTok. But they're silencing us because it's too political. Like, one of my teachers said he would love to do his. So he's got a mohawk. He's chill. He would not love, but he would. He doesn't know if he should dye his hair rainbow because it's Pride Month, and he's got like a little mohawk. And I was like, yes, you totally should. He was like, but I don't know if my head teacher would allow it because it's too political. And I was like, how is that political? It's just a part of something, the part of some people's lives. And I know there's a girl on TikTok. Girl on TikTok? Boy on TikTok? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm going to use they them pronouns when I refer to them because I actually don't remember if it was a girl or boy. But there was a trans person on TikTok saying that they couldn't give their graduation speech because it was too political, and they were basically just explaining that in the it was barely political. I listened to the whole thing. That they were trying. I don't really remember. I'm really bad. Sorry, guys. Something about trans kids can grow up to be trans adults, and go Google them. Actually, go onto TikTok and search up graduation speech council something trans political. I don't know. That sounds about right. It should pop up if you search those exact words, in my opinion. I don't know though, so maybe actually go search it up if you guys want to hear the speech because I'm not going to steal their content and put it in the video. But yeah, there was a person on TikTok saying that they couldn't give their graduation speech. I'm a very political person, which is weird because I'm a child. But I think certain things are right and certain things are wrong. Like trans people being allowed to play sports of the opposite gender, I don't mind that because it's like the things are like I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit of an iffy subject because if they're taking all the like the drugs, all the secret drugs that make them turn into the secret, like they take their special fairy dust pills and they change gender, which I'm assuming that's what's happened. No, I'm joking, guys. Sorry, I did not mean that in any transphobic way. I meant it as a joke. But I generally don't know what they do when they take their pills. I just imagine fairy dust and then they like transform into the other gender. So, uh, I I'm not really like educated on that whole subject. Sadly, I might look into it now. But yeah, what was I talking about? Something about political and me being educated on how trans people perform. Oh, the sports thing. Yeah. Um, it's a bit of an iffy thing for a lot of people to discuss because it's like they have an advantage because they will want the other gender, but people only really care when it's a trans woman promote in trans in female sports because apparently they're not women. What? So because they were once a male or they were biologically born a male, that means they suddenly can't do female sports. Which, in reality, if they are a female after doing all their stuff and identify as a female, maybe, guys, I don't know if this is just me, but maybe they're a female. Also, people don't mind when it's trans men doing male sports because people just have a crooked thing and they assume that males are this big, strong, buff, weird things and pardon me again. They assume that trans men, they're not really, they're not that much competition because they were once females, and all females are weak and they smell and they do nothing. So, that's what they think. Obviously, that's not what I think, but yeah, they really only care when it's a trans woman doing women's sports. And my teacher had a conversation with me about that. And obviously, my teacher's the best. Like my art teacher, honestly, she's so kind, and I platonically love my art teacher. She's like the best ever, and she's actually like, I don't know. She had a husband or a boyfriend for a while, and then she also has a wife. She's currently got a wife, and her wife seems pretty chill the way you discussed her. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but all my teachers just like talk and they say other half instead of saying whatever gender they are, and I'm like, it cannot be that deep. Like, bro, what? What do you mean, other half? Like, are you trying to just not tell me? Like, I know it's like for privacy reasons, but then I get confused. I'm like, what? Who? Who's your other half? Should I be concerned? Like, is your other half a wanted serial killer that's been on the loose for 15 years? Should I be worried that you're not like telling me any more details? Like, yeah, me and my other half went to the beach this morning. It was so cool, and I was like, yeah, how did that go? And I was like, they had a lot of fun, and either all my teachers' partners are non-binary, or they all have this like secret code. I'm pretty sure this is a joke for the record. No one take this seriously. I think all my teachers are swingers and they share a singular partner, and it's a non-binary partner, and they're all each other's other half. Obviously, that was a joke, as I specified. This is a art piece that I love when people draw SH with flowers growing out of it. I'm not a gory person. I don't like gore at all. Like, I don't think gore should be normalized, and I don't think people who watch gore are okay in their head. Like, I personally think they should be in a asylum because, like, the WPD is just pathetic, and I think that's just a weird thing to do. Wanting to watch people actually die. Like, I do SFX, which is gore makeup, but no, it's not gore makeup. I do SFX, which is sometimes includes blood because when I'm feeling upset or my mental health is bad, instead of actually doing the things I portray, I decide to just do it in a makeup look because I can really just vent my emotions out through makeup or through my art or through my writing, and I'm a creative person, so that's helpful, but I don't think people should be dying on camera in front of their children. So some random 16-year-old whose excuse is, it helps me deal with my trauma, should be watching that because it gets them off, I'm assuming. That's like sociopath. That's what a sociopath is, I'm assuming. You guys have seen my god makeup. I find the female body and I find the male body and I find just the human body and anything in between. Like, I just find life so beautiful in a way where I don't even know how to explain it. But I use my body as a canvas. So when I do art on myself, I would love to just go all out, do these fancy dresses, paint down my face. But it's also acne, and then it's the washing off that like gets a lot of effort. But I would just love to do that professionally, and I probably would if I had the chance, but it's not exactly something I want to do. Acting too, but if that doesn't work out, I'll probably do movie makeup because I would just need to learn how to do it on other skin tones because, as you guys know, I'm brown. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. I can't really do makeup on paler people or darker people because it clashes to their skin tone in a way where it won't clash with my skin tone because I'm used to working myself and I know what colours make me look good, what colours make me scary, what colours make me beautiful. It's a whole thing where I think the human body is just absolutely beautiful in ways I don't even know how to explain. Um, that's my art for today. So let me just finish my coke real quick. I don't know how to explain this. I'm not good at drawing humans. I'm not really good at drawing. Like, I draw a lot. I like to colour in. I got some cool colouring book. But yeah, I don't really draw a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm on 350 mg. Fuck. Inhale the future, exhale the fucking past. Yep, do that. Sorry, I've got a inappropriate calendar. Sorry, I was trying to make sure there's no like dates on there that might be important, but no, the summer solstice. I really want to go see summer solstice at Hedge End, and if I do, I will actually vlog. No, I will not vlog. That's probably disrespectful. But I'm gonna bring my camera, and I'm gonna try and convince my mum to take me. So I hope you guys are having a where's my thing? A really nice day, and